Hey guys, it's Brooke here from The Vintage Gardener. Welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to give you guys a quick tour of the parterre garden and everything that I've gotten done so far, because I got to start working on getting seedlings in the ground. So I'm going to keep this, try to fly through this because I want to get some of the Lisianthus in the ground and just whatever I can before night falls. I'm probably gonna pull out my headlight to get some stuff done. So let's head on outside. Okay guys. Oh no, is that rain? Oh boy. Okay guys, so first things first, it is April 26th, and I gotta be honest with you, I have never seen the garden look like this in April. It's just bursting with blooms and buds. And we're gonna ignore these dead plants right here that I have to throw out. Those were on my porch. But let's just go through here. First things first, so you guys can notice the netting. I finally got my act together and put some support netting up. I'm trying different types of stakes. So these are the cheap dollar ones from Lowe's. And they're a little bit lower. I think these are 30 inches. And so as you can see, the peonies are just sticking straight through them. And so are the bearded irises. So when these start to open in the next couple of weeks, we'll see how well they do. Down towards the red section, I used the 5-foot stakes, and I used some by themselves, like right here. I'm gonna have to find a way to attach the netting to those poles so they don't slip. But down here, I used these C-bites. Actually, you know what? That's what, right? I have more C-bites to go on those, but I use C-bites, and as you can see, they got little hooks on the top to actually, so you could put the netting around. And you know what? I don't think I really did a video on how I did all that. So right now, I've got the lilies sticking through. I've got bearded irises. I've got roses. And so we'll see how well this holds up when everything starts blooming. Some of these down here are taller than I think in the pink section. So certain things I may have to take like individual little stakes to support the blooms, but you know, I'll play with it until I get it right. Now, right now you can see this netting, but I'm hoping once everything else starts filling in, this will kind of disappear into the flowers. So now when we got to this end, I put a U-post, a short one here. I have a taller one there because I'm actually gonna try to hang some solar lights, and I'm gonna attach an 8-foot wood piece to that. But last year, from what I remember, this red section and the 2 orange sections were really, really full and thick. And so I wanted something a little heavier duty. So I'm using U-posts in the orange section and probably the yellow and green section too. So I'll see which one works best. If something collapses, then I'll know I need to use something stronger. So we're going to go into the parterre garden right quick. Okay, so these white daffodils are the cheerfulness daffodil. I know I posted a picture on Instagram. Very beautiful. They're fragrant. I would definitely like to do more of these next year. I think I'm going to refine the promenade beds. I think what I'm going to do is go with white daffodils and just pink tulips, because I really like the pink tulips better. This is a few. This right here is an Armeria. This is called Dream Clouds. I have recently found Armeria in my garden center, and I am actually liking it. Reminds me of Scabiosa. It's a perennial, so I like that. So over here, come on, Bumpy. Oh, he's peeing on the stones. Okay, so this is Pinkberry Nemesia. Love Nemesia. It's part of the Snapdragon family, which is why it looks that way. Over here, we have La Belle Epoque tulips. These are aging out. This is the memorial garden for my paternal grandfather. And so this is the green halo peony, which is finally going to bloom for the first time ever. So I'm excited about that. Let's go further down here. This is an English daisy. It's not doing too well. I have some stock in here. That's the one with the yellow cotyledons right there. The top part of it looks fine. I think it's just, transplant shock really. This particular bed had the apricot whirl daffodils. I'm trying out putting a trellis over my Cora Louise peony. I actually really like the way that looks, and I think it's going to be beautiful when it blooms. This right here is the pink pyramid magnolia. Had some gorgeous blooms. I'll put a picture of it. I'm really happy with this one and the other one. Down here we have ballerina red armeria. First time in the garden. That's my yarrow, which is still bulking up. I see a dianthus back there that's starting to bloom. These are bearded irises. For the life of me, I don't understand why I put that one quite so close to the edge, but they're starting to open. But I gotta be honest, this is starting to look kind of purple rather than red. So, let's see. This right here is a heuchera. That right there is a gallery red lupine. And down here are my orange peonies. Now, when it comes to bloom time, orange, the salmon colored ones, those bloom first. So I put a peony ring around it kind of late, which is why they're all shaped funny like that. Now that it's on, I'm not taking it off, and it'll be ready for next year. I've got 2 sets of totally tangerine geum. They're looking pretty. With this peony, guys, I kind of bent one of the stems, and so that green tape, I taped it to hold it into place. This is one of the roses I got. I think it's Alchemist. And it's actually spreading down here where the dog is. So I'm going to have to get a trellis. This right here is actually bigger now than when it started blooming. But this is the Mai Tai geum. Very, very pretty. I had a second one last year, but it apparently bit the dust. And here's more peonies that I need to get rings for. Oh, you know what, guys? I just realized something. Come here, Bumpy. Come here. This peony right here, this is an intersectional peony. This one is Scrumdiddlyumptious, and it looks like it's actually gonna bloom for the first year. So I'm excited about that. Okay, so these daffodils over here are Talia, depending upon how you pronounce it. Over here is the yellow section. And I've got that Citron heuchera right there. That's the Coronation Yellow yarrow. And then this is I don't even know which bearded iris this is, but the one down there is already starting to bloom. This one right here is the Bartzella peony, intersectional peony. That one is not blooming this year. Come on, Bumper Snoot. Come on, boo. But this Bartzella has a lot of buds, and this one I've seen a couple of buds. It's starting to, it's got a few buds on it too. This Coronation Gold yarrow, I see a first bud on it right here. It's actually not as big as it was last year. I don't know if that's because the bearded iris now is bigger, so it's competing with it. That's fine, because I'll be quite honest, last year it was just way too big. So this is one of the brush and thistle mums. And of course, that's my Craspedia, which, which actually survived those cold temperatures like a champ. This is a caramel heuchera. And let's see. I see hollyhock down there, some rudbeckia. I see a peony, and that's another Bartzella. So, you know, it's coming along. Okay, bumper shoot. Let's hop over here. So this is the green section. I see the pink carnations coming up. I see the start of the hibiscus. I see the peonies plus the green wizard rudbeckia. You know what, guys? It's starting to rain. I don't know how much gardening I'm going to get done today. This is the pink with white section. So I have like all kinds of poppies and whatnot in here, and it's looking pretty good. This is the purple, the blue purple section, and as you can see, the that breeze. That is the blue and breezy flax. That's a heuchera back there. Those are some alliums, and then all three. Oh, sorry about that. That was the wind. All three of my Himalayan poppies are coming up. And the one that's easiest to see probably is right there with the little brown fur on it. There are poppies in there that are getting big. Come on, Bumpy. Oh, my Beauty of Moscow lilac is starting to bloom. I have to start training that one this year. Come on, Bumper Schnitt. This is the second purple section. That's the double winky blue columbine. Really, really cute. I see a lot of not hibiscus, mums and stuff in here. So I'm happy about that. And there's some more heuchera. There's some asters. This right here is one of the antique roses I have called Vale Chamblot. It's once blooming, but that's okay. And then here in this section, this is the white section. The Dusty Miller apparently are perennial in my zone. And then I got, this year I'm doing angel wings. That purple thing right there is supposed to be a white crusted iris. It's purple, as you can see. It's really cute and teeny. It is very short. It's about 4 inches tall. I see some poppies right there. Obviously the peonies are going. So let's go out to see the promenade. The promenade, as you can see, pink and white tulips are slowly petering out. This is the Viracek tulip. And then this, of course, is the green wave tulip, which I really, really like. There are peonies in here. There's yarrow. I didn't clean out this section. I know all of this would pop a lot more if I had cleaned all this stuff out. But yeah, there's some yarrow coming back up. There's all kinds of irises, and I see echinacea, and it's just it's going to be a glorious mass this year. Things are starting to spread. Come on, Bumpy. Okay, so down here, I realized, like the peonies down here, like I have, for example, a cluster of 3, and then I have 2 back here. That's one of the Baptisia right there. I need to add another peony right here. But then on this side, for whatever reason, I've got the 2 crinkle white peonies right here. And then I have this one right here. And that one, which is not as big. And then there should be another one here. So I need to plump these sections up with white peonies for next year. So this is the same. I basically did what I do on one side, I do with the other. So there's nothing new there. It's just that I need to clean them out. So that tree thing, that's the Royal Star Magnolia and everything. So it'll look better once I clean it out and I mulch it. Oh, you know what? That's a Baptisia. I see. Okay. So maybe more survived than I thought. I see some of their verbascum starting to come back. And I think, so this is a poppy right here. Don't know which one it is. That's a poppy right there. So I need to get a trellis for this rose that'll stand up. so that it doesn't smother out what's underneath of it. So guys, now let's go into the backyard. So these are my chrysanthemums that I've got potted up. I've got more inside. And this right here is my little garden center. So I'm going to start planting this stuff in the ground because it's big enough. And there'll be more videos on that later. But I'm really anxious to get that in. So guys, this is the potager. These right here are the strawberries that have taken over this bucket and have escaped containment. So lots of fun with that. You know, I'm not going to necessarily go in because the dog is going to go crazy. But you've got some peas here. You got blueberries. You got carrots. And that second one, we've got Brussels sprouts, leeks, onions. That third one, we've got Brussels sprouts and lettuce. And then we've got strawberries all over the place, and peppers and corn and broccoli and more carrots and more Brussels sprouts. And then I put my 2 roses in there. So the one in that far corner is Nye Bevan, and then the one in this corner is Elizabeth. And that lovely thing over there is my espalier apple tree that's just finished blooming. So that is pretty much it, guys. So now I'm gonna go. Guys, I was gonna keep it short, and I did. The dog's tangled in his leash. I don't know how this always happens with him. But I thought, you know, so that was short, sweet, and to the point. I just wanted to show you guys how things looked in April because the temperature is supposed to be warming up after this. We had, you know, the past 2 cold nights, and I think once the temperature, you know, now I think is when we're really going to see everything start exploding. So I'm very anxious to get everything in the ground. So, ooh, my pawpaw trees are leafing out. I got to put those in containers because I have some now. And yeah, so that's my jam, y'all. So I'm gonna go walk the dog and then put him inside so I can get some work done without him driving me crazy because he's a little pooch and that's what he likes to do. So thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you in the next video.